Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Hey everyone, and welcome to another Full of Germs review. I am Germs, and today I will be talking about Invader Zim: Enter the Florpus. This is the new Netflix animated movie uh, about the Nickelodeon series from the early 2000s, Invader Zim, give to Zim! So you will hear me do a lot of these little quotes and what have you, because, yeah, this is something that's been a long time coming. I am a humongous fan of the series created by John Vasquez, who also did the very famous or infamous Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. And yeah, this is him returning to kind of what really got him to the big time, Invader Zim. I remember watching this show at the time uh, and being like, how the heck is this for kids? How is this insane show with bodies snatching or organ snatching and I don't know, people kind of dying left and right in comedic ways? And yeah, this thing where aliens are infesting other people and doing God knows what, and zombies, and yeah, this show was all over the place. And for my sick and twisted little heart, I loved this series. It only lasted a couple seasons, and they really screwed up. Nickelodeon did as far as where to place it on the schedule, and it just you had to find it where you where you would find it. It was on Sundays, and then it was on Fridays, and then on a different network, and there it was. But somehow, underneath all this, it became this juggernaut, especially with the Hot Topic community, and became kind of a cult classic, and eventually became something bigger, even though it had been off the air almost for 2 decades. And yet, here it is again. It is returning back from the grave. And now in this Netflix film, it brings us to, should I explain this in case you have no idea what the story is all about? It is about this alien named Zim, who is coming to take over the planet Earth as part of this whole alien program, where an alien is going to take a different planet, and his is Earth, but it's up to Dib to stop him, even though they both screw up royally. You know, they can't live without each other, sort of like a Batman Joker thing. They're both very inept in what they want to do, but along the way there are plenty of crazy characters and insane situations. And the same goes for this movie, where it's more or less the same, and they do explain the gap in time. They do explain like what has happened in between, and it is great. The animation, I'd have to say, it pretty much resembles what it was back in the days, and also adds its new taste and flavors to it. So yeah, it definitely screams very anime at times, and I really don't want to spoil anything, especially for those who have not seen it or seen the special yet. It just came out this weekend as of this recording, and I love it. Long story short, I love it. The characters have to change a little bit as far as their looks go, and hey, that's perfectly fine. They brought back all of the voice actors and actresses from the series too. You know, at least all the ones that are alive. Sorry, Miss, I forget the teacher's name, but yeah, pretty much you got Richard Horvitz as Zim, you got Ricky Simmons as Andy Berman as Dib, and Melissa Fawn as Gaz. Of course, you have Professor Membrane and a whole bunch of others, and also a couple of celebrity voice actors, possibly. You can't have the show without Zim and Dib, and Gaz, because with those four, they really make the show, especially Zim and Dib, because this is their story. And yeah, this show, well, movie, goes insane. It could be a great cap to the series, or maybe it can be a whole new revival thing. It all depends on, you know, I guess how it does and how the creators feel about it. Because I know Jonan is kind of he was very anti-Zim at the time, you know, and how could he not with the way they kind of treated him. But here, he really brings it. It's kind of an epic conclusion to the series, and could lead to a brand new opening. I don't think that's spoiling anything, but I honestly think like, yeah, if it ends right here, that's perfect. If we can get some more and it remains the same, even better. Just be prepared for some insanity. And you know the show, if you know the show, it can be very insane. Uh, yeah. So I think it was well worth the hype on all that. So if I have to give it any bad, real quick, is that I feel like maybe this is too short. And that's just me. I know for some others, since the shows are usually like 11-minute, 22-minute episodes, this may run too long for some. I know there are certain moments where I just realized, I finally realized after 20 years, it's like they scream a lot. There's a lot of yelling, there's a lot of loud moments. It's just loud. and yeah, I mean, boom, there you go. There's them screaming. That's essentially it. It's like everybody just like, huh? What? Yeah? Ah! And it's just, it's a lot. For me, I love it. Like, I was like, okay, you're running this into the ground. And then after the 8th time, it's like, all right, it's funny again. So it's kind of smart to do this. I mean, it's like Beavis and Butthead. It's like smart, stupid humor, and I love it for that. One other little complaint is I feel like at times maybe it's trying to play too safe. Where I know with the original series they kind of did some things that were kind of crazy. You know, yeah, people would kind of die left and right, or situations happened where it was kind of twisted. I know with that one little boy in that one episode, I forget his name. Oh, it was Zim's best friend, or what have you. The one human boy that wants to be his friend. And it meets a very twisted end, and also the body harvest episode, which that one is pretty sick and twisted, where Zim is taking little kids' organs away from them. So you see, oh, and he transplants act like objects instead. Like one kid gets a radiator, another one gets like a basketball, another one gets a goat. So you see Zim with like guts hanging out from him, and like the movie doesn't go to those extremes. Like kids can still watch this, but some will be kind of like weirded out, and especially with like the last kind of bit of the series. Like maybe the first and the last bit will be like, this is mind blowing, and I have to say this is going to inspire a whole new generation to animate and to do crazy things like what happens here. So I only say that as a bad with that because they could have maybe even gone even crazier. But yeah, or maybe dark. That's the word. Maybe it could have gotten darker, but I think with the way that it went is perfectly fine with me, although others may see differently. If you weren't a fan of the series, you will not be a fan of this. And with the Stinky, I will say plenty of references galore. You look in the background. It's not as much as with Rocco, where it was just like nostalgia city, but here, like you'll see little bits and characters and background things that you'll be like awesome. It's like it feels like the world has never left, or the show has never left, and it's great. So would I recommend it? Absolutely. If you're a fan of this and you're still singing the Doom Doom Doomy Doom Doom song, then yeah, it's a no-brainer. Because I mean, you get the best of all these characters. You get more of awesome little Gur. You get all of that, and all of its crazy hot topic madness. As much as I'm sure they really hate hearing that, but yes, it's for a new generation of Zim kids to come. So yeah, this is a great movie for a great series. Watch it, enjoy it, shut your brain off, get a sketch pad ready because you might want to draw some of the things that you see, and it is awesome. Please go watch it, support it, so we can get more of this awesome stuff. So give to Zim! And yeah, that is my review, or whatever I call this now. So what did you think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know down below. Comment, subscribe, boop, 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 on your little computer machines. I am at Full of Germs on all the things. Share if you must. That'd be nice. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to talk about. Any other Nickelodeon revivals, I suppose, because it seems like that's what I'm talking about lately. I won't talk about Hey Arnold, because I wasn't into that. Sorry. So yeah, let me know what you would like me to talk about next. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Doom. Alright, see you later. Chicken rice.